gotta find that music though. Where is it? Man, the arcade has such good tracks. Dang. They did some good job sourcing some of the secondary tracks and stuff. This looks equal. Okay. As soon as we step inside, I'm bombarded by flashing lights and loud digital sounds I've never seen the cease. Never been inside of an arcade before. This was a lot. Sweaty gamers of all shapes and sizes meander around, conversing about whatever nerd shit they like to talk about. Yo, it's gonna be okay to talk a little louder? I'm not 5! Yay. I raise my hands defensively, and she rolls her eyes with a smile, relaxed. I appreciate the concern either way. Liz and I both scowl in unison as we peel our boots off the floor with a noticeably and quite frankly disgusting sound. How do you hear it over the rest? She goes to chastise David for no words, warning her about the sticky situation, but his ADHD ass had already been sprinting off to the change machine with a wad of bills at the ready. Olivia glances at both of us, sensing that discomfort with the nasty-ass floor. I mean, with the wheelchair, it's not that much better. Sorry about that. I probably could have said something. Been here before, you know. I peel my other foot off the floor, scowling. Why didn't you, exactly? She shrugs, smirking. Liz and I look at each other in non-gamer solidarity, also known as fuck this is gross. She continues. You guys just kind of dropped this on me last minute. I still remember this place pretty well. Great, you can show D around and I'll go damn you. She taps her index fingers together, staring bashfully at the thrilled fool as she shovels his money into the machine. Those two-player gun thingies look fun to try out. The questioning rips its way out of me as I peer with an upturned brow. Olivia asks the question. You mean the light gun games? Yeah, those. So what's your plan, Longneck? Oh, fine. I'll play Wingman. I'll play Gunman's Proof. Good idea. Olivia wanted to show me some specific shit anyway, right? I did? Shh. Yeah. Loud banging draws our attention, and Damien looks back at us dully. Great. Liz, I think I broke this one's joystick. You better go and deal with that. She blows out a huff through her nose, nodding. I can't help but note the happy smile that arises on her face as she goes out the tomb, though. I look back at Olivia and gesture forward. And now onwards, mighty gamer, and show us your treasures. Oh, I got a game for you to play, alright? She leads me through rows and rows of machines, making a pit stop at the change machine to get what we need. Until we eventually stop in front of a rather large game, blaring high-paced techno music. Looks like some kind of platform connected to 4 arrow buttons ranging a D-pad pad. You're not even going to do in the groove. We're not even doing the diagonals. We're doing the D-pad. Blech. Give me the... I don't play either. What the fuck am I talking about? Peer up at the name. Dance Revolution? There's a logo of an ape doing some kind of fucked up dance halfway through evolving into a human man. Can't help but feel a little slighted as I stare out at it. You want me to play this? You said you owe me. It's time to dance, monkey boy. I didn't think you'd cash it in so soon. Well, fuck it. You're picking the song? I don't know anything about this shit. I mean, you know that you picked the song, Shipingus. Oh no, they're Friday Night Funkin' it already? But isn't Olivia supposed to be the girlfriend? Why is she the opposition? I love the idea of, like, Damien and Liz are in the back, acting as the girlfriends. Liz is just trying to own his ass. Liv is trying to own his ass. She cackles as I step onto the platform. I'm not exactly comfortable here. I expect her to at least go easy on me, but I don't have that luck. She immediately cycles the difficulty of the hottest fucking setting in the game, picks some insane song that sounds like a Caesar made into audio. I can only watch a muted horror and bounce on my feet like I'm prepping for the brawl of my life as the intro of the song kicks in. Arrows start flooding the screen. Holy shit, this is actually some pretty good footwork training. Goddamn. I'm feeling it. I mean, I'm not doing perfect. Somebody else got a hole which fucks with me. I'll play no better than she anticipated. I catch a few. Listen, if you're in fights, I don't think you know precision foot. You got the foot motions, but you don't know how to aim them, you know? You're not intentional with that in that kind of way. But, fuck it. Fair enough. You gotta be cognizant. Catch a few sideways glances at her, and she looks stupefied. Hell, even some of the nerds come by to gawk at my performance. I settle into a groove, losing myself to the music. I start shadow boxing without the boxing. Moly, this is a workout. So if you know it's really bad for skipping half the day. By the time the song ends, I get a passable grade of A, and I lean back onto the handlebars, panting heavily, completely, utterly, just gassed. Oh, still Olivia's a do, managing to return a smug grin to her. Oh, hey, oh boy. I can't even be mad. Fuck, that was fun. I'll go get it if you want, maybe not so fast this time, yeah? She nods eagerly, rolling towards the controls again. Okay, he has footwork. He changed to rush. I don't know why the music's kind of annoying my ears. I think it's because I've done so much recording stuff today already. And uploading and more. Ugh. Sure. I want to see you perfect this one song. Hold on. She has me play through 4 or 5 more songs. He says, thankfully far less intense. Yeah, that's a fucking trial by fire. These baby songs are a cakewalk. Apparently the highest ranks goes AAA, which I get on all but one song. Wrapping up the last one, Olivia's leaning back in her chair and pressed. God damn, dude. Didn't know you had moves. You know. What, we're gonna stop making this about skin color? No, it's more that I heard the monkeys are better with their hands than their feet. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be angry at that or not. Yep. That's it? Yep. In Thailand, I guess. Good enough for you? Have I proven my skill, your majesty? Yes, peon. I'm amused. That's enough, though. Don't want you dancing or others. Plenty of other games that I can actually play, too. I find it impressive that she took him over to a game she's never played herself. Maybe Damien played it. Do you think Damien would play DDR or you know, Funkomatic or Groove or whatever they call it? She turns the wheel away, but I found myself catching her by one of her handles. Say, why don't you show me the game that christened you Hot Wheels, eh? About to say something, but shuts her mouth and gazes towards a specific part of the arcade. I focus my sense of it, soon enough I see Hoot and Holl as a competition. She wrings her hands, gently hesitating. I give her a gentle shake, hissing my words out quietly, but the tongue. Come on, Hot Wheels. I want to see their fire. She continues to gaze off into the distance, but a quite frankly perturbing grin stretches across her face. She tongue sweeps across an incisor and her pupils contract, focusing on a singular cabinet. Without further needling, she jerks out of my grasp and goes wheeling off towards it. I follow behind eagerly. That's the fucking look I recognize. I glances behind her every so often, making sure she hasn't lost me in the crowd as she barrels through them to get to her destination. And the closer we get to the destination, yeah, it grows heavy, dank, and quite frankly fucking disgusting. God, I can barely breathe in this shit. The tales of the fabled game instinct, but the reality outweighs the legends in this case. Damien's voice pulls me out of my third heart. Hey, yo, you found us! Yeah, haha, you found us! Sure enough, both he, Liz, or her head anyway, come into view. Olivia only glances back once more to make sure that I was still there before she rolls up to a particular cabinet she's been spying, nearly slamming into it as she breaks. Your ass kick, huh? Stupid ass name. Someone else's. Why would you say that? Like, Street Fighter is not a bad name. This should also be considered. I don't know how hard porting or stuff. Someone else is there. Some squat, fat-ass, greasy-looking ankylosaur with blonde hair, dressed in a yellow shirt and a goofy-ass black vest that barely fits him. It fit him when he won it at the championship. Yabingus. I step closer, she sticks a coin on and places it on his controls. Without even bothering to look at it, he apparently takes this as an invitation to start yapping about his historic career as the biggest fucking nut on the planet. Talking about how many tournaments he won or whatever, till Olivia cuts him off. Oh, shut up and nut up already. But he's Buster'o'nutz. He nuts up all the time. They say that he creams every time he wins, which is probably why no one ever challenges him. There to go. Seems to get his attention turned around. You really want to try me? Look, Tiny Tim. He cuts himself off, looking just about everywhere for Olivia except down. And when he finally... She's not that short! Squinting heavily until his eyes are almost shut. Fucking idiot staring at that screen all day. This is what you get. Ooh. His lips curl into a smug grin. Makes me want to slap it off his face. Ah, I got the hiccups. Guilty Gear before it became mainstream. Damn. Bro, you know you can't bring chairs in here not after last summer when they did wrestling. Olivia snarls, raising a fist. I genuinely think she's about to fucking dick this guy in the dick when he finally realizes that she's in fact in a wheelchair. He grimaces. Oh, never mind, my bad. Sorry. Rules say you can't refuse, right? She says, tapping the coin. He tilts his head in confusion. You know, you're the new champ, right? Yeah. How did you know? This is the champ. This is the champ's cabinet, right? Damien, Liz's head and I huddle together at this point. They shoot Damien a questioning glance. He returns it, and thankfully, he seems to telepathy it. It's the oldest one here, I think. It's been there since like the dawn of time or something. A sacred artifact, bro. I turn and look over this thing. Yeah, it's old as fuck. Barely any paint left on it. What has been chipped away has been marred by mark. Glance at him, brow cooked. Like I said, everyone's got fucking DreamWorks face the whole damn time. I'm getting big boss baby vibes from this shit. It's kind of vibing to the song, you know. Hold up. Okay. Seriously? This piece of shit? Yeah, bro. Only the bigwig gets to use it. If you're spotted trying to use it without credentials, yeah, you just get headbutted. I wish a motherfucker would. I look back at Olivia, who is currently boring a hole, without the W, through Fatso's head with her eyes. That smug-looking smirk returns to his face, and he leans back, jabbing a thumb into his face.
Look, lady, I'm a big deal here. Buster'o'nutz crown champ in all of Oak Caldera. This particular Jurassic machine's got a history. It happens to be the same machine that Dino the Rex Go managed to pair.
Oh, quit stalling and fight me already! Buster jerks back, grimacing.
Hey, I'm not stalling. I'm just setting the stage here. You really think you're the only challenger I've got?
Yeah, describing the character name. I thought it was a killer instinct. Look at all these nerds knowing about things I don't, and I'm totally not salty about it. Oh no. Why are people always posting the best shit while I'm streaming? It's like I'm cursed. I don't know, it's just a nice little jammy song, you know. You're in the arcade for a while, especially if you take your time, but then it gets upgraded. Alright, Safi, stop getting distracted. We got work to do. I glance around. Sure enough, more sweaty losers come crawling out of the woodwork. Buster, I like how he actually gives him his name. Gestures around theatrically.
On my title, I'll take all comers now.
Whispers start bouncing around the crowd and Olivia grunts. Finally, Buster cuts her off with a wave of his hand.
Form a line.
Okay.
Tallest to smallest.
What?
Go on. No cutting.
Damien grins, cracking his knuckle. Oh, hell yeah, we're gonna wipe the floor with you, Buster. Like, are you from the 50s or what? I turn to stare at him and shut that the fuck down. But let's creep fork. What? Wait. What? I don't even play video games. Oh, wait, no, it's Liz. What? I don't even play video games. Yeah, no fucking way. There's no way now I'm doing that. Also, you implied that other people were showing up. So why does he give a shit about you? He doesn't even know you're with her, technically, in that way that it matters. Again, you have other challengers, motherfucker. Why is this done like this? Like, in the original, I don't know if this ever happened. But here it's implied there are other challengers, which makes this fucking weird.
Too bad. Consider it the blood tax. Yeah, consider it the blood tax to play on my mighty machine.
Liz continues protesting. I'm about to round on Buster and threaten him with a real fucking Jurassic kicking. But Liz looks up at me, hitting with a pleading look that knocks the wind out of my sails. Besides, you think I'm gonna put my hands on that? Who knows where... I cut her off. Fuck it, we're in. D. She wants the D. Okay, we are no longer friends. Yeah, man, that's low. Damien shoots his hand into the scream at the high heavens, and returning to Liz, jumping up and down excitedly. Yes! Come on, Liz, it won't be that bad. Yeah, you're still by the brachio booth, right? Hold tight, I'll come and get you. God, moving your body like that, it gotta be terrifying in a weird way. Because you don't know where it is. He starts rushing off to get her, and she crins right after him, protesting the whole way. Can't help but, return to my usual expression. It's just how my face looks, listen, I got a disability. Looking at Buster, all people. The brachio booth?
It's tight in here, you know. Brachiosaurus used to bump into litter everything, including each other. There was some lawsuit, and now there's a few raised platforms where all the long necks can sit and reach everything. Got some water fountains too. Doesn't stop everything from getting Doesn't stop things from getting tangled with there's more than a few of them at a time, but it's something. I'm Buster'o'nutz.
I hate that voice. I digest this information with an eye. Soon enough, Damien comes back with Liz Prime in tow, who was extremely unamused. Seemingly keen on getting this over ASAP, she just strolls up over to the cabin and barely even tries. Picking some mana. Oh, we're speedrunning this shit. A digital voice says out perfect into the crowd about a minute of the slot, and she steps away with a pout. Why does she even pout? Probably because she has to do it, less because she lost. Crossing her arms and heading to a spot in the booth. Buster leans his hand against his clapped hand, seeming to gloat about beating an absolute fucking beginner.
Next victim.
Personally, right, if you wanted to write a fic where Liz and Damien had issues, this is a great place to do it. Because she's like, Damien, I didn't want this, and you didn't defend me, and you pulled me into this. Or, you know, it's what she likes. I don't know, maybe she prefers to have a boyfriend that, you know, puts her in a situation she doesn't want to be in. To expand her worldview. Damien's only slightly taller than me thanks to his fucking head frill, but I'm not complaining. He struts up with that goofy fucking grin on his face, digging around in his jangly-ass pocket for change. Buster strikes up off the table.
You haven't seen your group before, tourists?
Oh, nah, Liv and I used to come here all the time. Life's been a little tough lately, so, we got some friends to come along on this little... He does not say sojourn. Down memory lane. Lighten the mood a little, right? Why wouldn't he just say walk down memory lane? Sojourn? Actually, how do you say that? I have a bunch of in my head, but I don't know which one it is.
Sojourn.
Sojourn?
Sojourn.
Sojourn. Sojourn. Fucking what?
Sojourn.
Man, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up right now. I don't know if I have it in me. Whoa, I need an adult and like 5 gallons of oil. What the fuck, man? Buster seems to nod and understand and humming. Damien continues juggling the quarters in his knuckles. This place hasn't changed much in years either. Enough chit-chat, though, bro. Actually, I could totally see how I could reuse the scene with the Ophenio thing, because there's an easy way to wrench, to crowbar in the situation. In a really nice way, too. Kind of would help to establish the friction, too. Oh well. He jams them into the slot on the screen for ashes. The character select screen busting it down. I've got to admit, it's kind of groovy. Buster considers his selection, or at least pretends to anyway, because he's picked the exact same character he did last time. Damien doesn't hesitate for a minute picking his own. Buster shoots a mean glare at him. I must have had a look on my face, because Olivia glances up and answers the unspoken question. Damien just picked a counter to his character. Probably expected all of us to be beginners. Buster stands now, so yeah, that checks out. Olivia continues. I do think that like him being able to read that someone's stance is actually something that him as a fighter would be very good at. Been a while since then, though. The vocal fry cuts a sentence short look down. You good? Yeah, I'm fine. Still scratchy as fuck. I tap her old ass but reliable but dented canteen, which hangs off a wheelchair by a hook. You need some aqua? In the town of our Freya rode a stranger one fine day. God damn it. Texas Red, Light Gun Showdown Pistols at 3 p.m. Because they aren't open at dawn, at dawn and or midday yet, or noon really. Like we wanted them to be open at noon, just for the. They told me they don't have money for it. Like everyone comes in the afternoon nowadays. Sure, thanks. I knock it and shoot her with 2 fingers. You're getting her water. Bearing down at this busted little thing as I walk away. Oh, it's empty. That's why. Oh, it's interesting that he picked up on that, but I guess they've been together for 2 months. It's got a few stickers plastered on, and none of which I recognize in the slightest. Maybe I should get her a canteen for her birthday or something. What the fuck, birthday? Why am I thinking about that? Just go looking for water, folk. Come on, dog. If I were water found, where would I be? Deeper into the arcade, away from the huge fucking nerd zone. Thankfully able to catch my breath on the mostly not shit air. Finally find a fountain to fill it all up, but Liz's voice chirps through the air. I look up at her head a blanket above me. You guys done already? Nah, I'm just getting a lift some water. I peered down at the canteen, goggling the biggest sticker on it. So we're tried and simple. Yeah, I don't care much about watching that stupid-ass game, to be honest. I'll that towards Liz. Yo, you know what this sticker is? Her head bobs closer, paying attention. It's from some really old show. Like 90s old. Why? I don't know, it just kind of caught my eye, I guess. I never really asked her about it either. Fair enough. Something to ask her myself. I refill the canteen and cap it. And I jog back in action with Liz in tow. To my shock, Damien and Buster are still busting heads. Damien is smashing his fist against the buttons like they owe him money, and Buster's sweating bullets trying to keep up with him. The crowd gathered closer to ogle the screen, and Liz is there in front, completely transfixed by the action. I stride up next to her and nudge her shoulder, and she doesn't even respond. Damn, okay, what? I cap the canteen just enough to let a drip of water leak onto my fingers as I tilt it. I flick it across her snout. The moisture across her face makes a jerk with a grunt. What the fuck, D? I hold the canteen out for a grinning. Yeah, it took me a while to find enough spit to fill it up for you. Yo, that makes two. She uncaps it completely and slugs it pretty much the entire thing, clearing her throat when she's done. Thanks. Her sleeve's wet too. How's he doing? He's getting too aggressive. That a bad thing? She immediately launches doing a detailed explanation on all the game's mechanics. Oh, you haven't checked out in a while. Something about rushing down, zones, footsies. What the fuck is a mix-up? Hurtbox? My brain is a fucking hurtbox. Mine goes numb for a brief moment as she batters me with video fighting game terminology. Her voice becoming rather faded mutter in the fringes of my thoughts. You think I'd be really into this shit, but I like to fight for real, not with some fucking pixel shit. I slowly snap back to reality. So Damien has to keep his distance. It's not looking good for him. He's probably about to... Aw, crap. Buster proceeds to unleash a diabolical series of inputs to batter Damien's virtual little fighter into paste. I have a distinct feeling he was waiting for Liz and I to get back to do it. Damien groans, stepping back from the machine with his arm crossed, looking defeated. Which quickly fades as Buster, to his credit, nods at him with respect.
Wow, you actually knew to play. You're next.
The fatso points his fat finger to me. Again, there's also like a certain tone, right, to having him say this and then point at D. It just carries more emphasis instead of him pointing and then saying it. Because that way, there's this brief, tiny fucking moment of like where the reader's like, I wonder who. Like, do we have time? Or, you know, those tiny moments can mean a lot if you add them up. And there my eyes at him and slowly stride forward. Have you taken fast mover? Otherwise, you can only stride one pace. Leering over him as he takes in my face. I realizes that my fucking huge scar is not a tattoo or something. It is, in fact, a real mortar injury that I survived. I glower at him for long enough to cause another bead of sweat to drip down his face. His eyes widen ever so slightly. Olivia's voice... Oh... He's giving him the stare down, and he's like, just a fucking... I glance back at her for a brief moment before returning my gaze to him, cutting my eyes like daggers at him, and then taking my spot next to the controls. The screen flashes that are the rare characters that I don't give a single fuck about show up on screen. Buster, as expected, picks the same character. Some old gremlin in my brain directs the joystick to the same character to select it myself. A fresh batch of hush whispers comes around the crowd as Buster gives me a nasty look at side-eye. I return it with 5 times the intensity. His gaze immediately snaps back to the screen, eyes wide.
Mirror match?
What is this Noob doing? Nobody's better with that character than Buster.
Bro! Buckle loses. The match starts and Buster immediately starts pulling out some whack-ass shit, flying across the skin and knocking me around. I glance down at his hat, moving intently, studying the motions. I may not know how to play this stupid-ass shit, but I know how to read my opponent, motherfucker. I start copying a move, flicking the joystick and tapping the buttons with the same precision I would use in the cage. More sharp whispers fly around, and I feel like I'm holding my own for a little while until his turbo nerd proves that just being able to copy him isn't enough, and he eventually gets the better of me. To my credit, at least I didn't get perfected. You gotta ease up there, buddy. You're getting a little too good. You're Mary Suing it. I'm watching you, buddy. I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
Not bad. Not bad at all. So your first time playing?
Yeah.
Very cool. You should practice. I bet you could be very good.
Huh. Maybe this fatso isn't a bit of a dickhead as I thought he was. I stared at him for a brief moment, then stepped back into the crowd with a grunt. Yeah, thanks. Alright.